This is something I started called Whiskey Therapy, and this is brought to you by the Blendery. Now, this bottle is significant to me because it's one of the first bottles, technically, that Tim gave me that nobody else will ever get. Now, this right here is a 20-year or 21-year-old, I think, a rye whiskey, man. And I could tell you more. I have Tim tell me more about it one day, man. But tell him what you.
Very interesting, Trev.
What are your thoughts, though, man? Because you got a palate. You know about the nose and all that stuff. I didn't have to prep you for whiskey when it started.
I'm trying to see the flavors that I'm tasting in it. What do you have?
Well, I think it's just the caramel notes, a little bit of toffee, not crazy toffee.
Yep.
But this one was his 911 barrel, and he only ever dropped it in like 0.75s, the small ones. So when I told him it was my birthday, it says 1 of 1 on that bottle, man.
That is cool.
Yeah, and he gave me, nobody's ever got a full bottle of this, so I was able to. So when people have brought their literally Bookers or William LaRue's over, and they're looking for one more pour, I said, I got some.
You know what's interesting that's happening right now? It's almost like my visibility is getting clearer. It's weird. It's making me a little bit more alert. Like it's pretty. That's interesting.
That whiskey didn't woke you up, huh?
Yeah, woke me up.
Now, one of the reasons I started the Whiskey Corner, aka Whiskey Therapy, sitting in the corner with people, is with the men that are here for sure. And we might do a couple episodes with women, is because I think there aren't enough places for us to go learn and grow. Mm-hmm. And I got to ask you this, Richard, as we start this particular one off. How many times have you found yourself online or in life?
Found myself online?
Yeah, as far as like, hey, if you were looking for somewhere or someone, a place to go to be inspired by you. Think about that. Think about that.
Man.
Like, I want to find something that inspires me, and let me go to Google search. What inspires Richard Deberry? And that's the reason why I exist, because I couldn't find me online. We talked about that before. It's like, hey, why do you do that every day? I was like, because I couldn't find me.
Hey, Trev, I hate to copy your answer.
But that's the truth.
It is the truth, because the different hobbies and the interests that I have collectively and the different things that I do, I don't know another me. I really don't. I don't know nobody that's a serious diehard fisherman like I am. I don't know nobody that's also professional photography level skill set that I have. I don't know anybody that competes in bodybuilding and super competitive in that too. I don't know anybody that travels the world as much as I've traveled the world. I don't know somebody that is into dog breeding and encouraging, motivate. I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to me.
Which is why I started to see we needed to do the sit downs. Now, there are people who have gone through or will have gone through some of the things that are familiar to your story. But if the story is never told, especially as you continue to achieve more success, then it's your story, which is beautiful. But you know how a story becomes our story?
Yeah.
And that's what brings people together?
Yeah.
One of the reasons I'm, sitting here with Richard is to capture parts of his story that bring people together and make them say, you know what? I can be a better man. I can do that too. I can overcome. So when they get to this part, let me ask you this, Richard. Is there anything, because therapy almost by definition is to release or work through things that happen to you or kind of like overcome. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you're working on overcoming currently? And the other words that they like to use is to heal or fix a disorder type stuff,
Yeah, Trev, it's not to be so angry. Not to be so angry.
I can see that.
I'm angry. And a lot of people don't know it, but I'm angry. I feel like I should have had a better hand dealt to me. I really do. Like, I feel like I should have more support. I'm just angry, and I'm trying to not be angry because I feel like my parents and my upbringing and all the stuff, if I'd done this on my own to where I am today, if I had a little bit of support from my family and my parents specifically, if I had that I see other people have had, and any type of little financial, and if I could have had that, I feel angry. I just don't feel like, I feel like I could be further in life. I feel like I could be doing better. I feel like I could be bigger. I feel like I could be more successful. I feel like I can be touching, which is the most important thing to me, is touching, inspiring, and motivating more people. I feel like I could be further along with that.
Yeah.
So
isn't that crazy what supported do? Now, what is the thing that you learn by not being supported?
I keep a chip on my shoulder. I'm chippy. So as I'm chippy, it motivates me. That's the fire that is inside of me that keeps me going. Is I'm chippy and I'm motivated to, like, you know what, fuck this shit. And I walk with that chip on my shoulder. So I'm chippy.
And is there anything that you're doing to better manage that anger and that those moments of rage and hostility?
I share my story, and I try to share as much of it as I can. This is the most intimate and detailed that I've shared of it, but I try to share more what I do today. And I find in return, it's helping me because people are seeing me do things and say things that are helping them, and they reach out and touch me at the right time, and they say something to me, or they send me a message, or they send me a phone call, and they tell me, thank you, you motivate me, I appreciate you, keep going. And they give me what I need back, and it's weird. And it always happens where it comes at the right time. I remember I was frustrated in a situation over in the dogs. If I do, a Haitian guy from Chicago called me. Hey, brother, we love you. We supporting you. We cheering for you. We pray for you every day, Richard. Every day. I'm like, who is this? And he tell me his name. He's like, I follow you and I see what you're going through. I just want to tell you, keep going. Cut everybody off around you. If you need us, we're here for you. And I needed it at that moment. It was weird. Like, so by me sharing.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's funny how those moments where words don't mean anything until they do.
Bro, he caught me. He grabbed me at the right, like I needed that at that time because I was just spun out. Like, I get down. I get depressed. And I'm a man. I have feelings. I have emotions.
Now, there we go.
Yeah.
Talk about being a man and what it's like to feel, or for that matter, not feel because you're not allowed to feel.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Can you explain that in any way, shape? After 48 years of living, you've only been given the right to be
manly. Like you're not allowed to be soft and show emotions and feelings, and it's kind of weird on how you're less of a man if you do. But I'm gonna tell you, the older I get and the wiser I've become, and the more confident I become, I'm okay with sharing my emotions and being completely vulnerable, and knowing that at the end of it, I have to self-heal sometimes. I can help people that could be going through the same things I'm going through. And it just it's an overall better situation and not just bottle it up.
But what's the hardest part about being a man then? Because that's the other question. It's like right now we're in, and you know, we're in an identity crisis. Oh, well, no. It's like, no, I was raised by men. I say this all the time. I was raised by men. I'm always going to be a man to the day I die. And I'm going to treat people with respect. But I know what I am and I know who I want to be. And I know how, to a degree, I want my life to go. But it's moments like this that remind me to continue to learn. And mind you, I'm only a student of life.
Correct.
I don't think I know anything. But it's the hardest part about being a man.
Lead by example. I think a man should lead by example. And by example, meaning by example of accountability, by example of to be vulnerable, to be able to pick up and rebound and bounce back, to be able to stand on your word. If you give it, mean it, stand behind it. Like, so just being a man is all of that. It's not just one side of the trip. Like, not for me. Not for the real definition of what I perceive and define as a man. Like, it's okay to be down, it's okay to be up, but lead by example in every aspect of your life. Like, lead. And
what pulls you out of those depressed moments or depressive states at times? Because also, it's not uncommon. My bad. It is uncommon for people to talk about depression, or it's your state of depression, or uncertainty?
You gotta have an outlet. And fortunately, because I talked about being curious, the curiosity side of me has gotten me into different things as far as hobbies, fishing, working out, boating, has got me into those different things to where when I'm at that moment, I know to shut this off. And this is a depressing thing.
Super depressing.
Very. Like,
Super
I can
depressing.
get in that thing and get so lost in the sauce. Like, it's allowed me to shut this off and just separate from noise.
Richard to be one of the people that gets a walkie-talkie when I make it, people.
Yeah.
Once I cross over, it'd be 4 or 5 folks that get walkie-talkies. You need me? I'm done with this phone, bro.
Yeah.
I have no reason
Disconnect.
to have a phone. Like,
Disconnect.
I shouldn't be talking. I should be living and enjoying the fruits of my labor.
Correct.
And I don't want to talk to nobody. So
Correct. And that's a good thing. And that's what I do when I'm in those moments. I go.
now, these are 2 very unique questions. And if you can, do your best to articulate them. What's the worst and the best thing that's ever happened to you, man?
The old me would have said the worst thing that ever happened to me was being born. The old me would have said that. The worst thing that ever happened being born, because like I said, I felt like I was dealt a bad hand. But the worst thing that's ever happened to me, it's not one. It's not one. It's not a worst thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, they have different levels and different intensities and different pain points, but I can't say it's one thing. It was the worst thing that's ever happened to me, even when my cousin was murdered. And I can still feel it like it was like something left me. That still wasn't the worst thing that happened to me. When the man that was like my father, the messie that raised me, when he passed away, I still can't say it was the worst thing that happened to me. When Joellen, the woman that was like my mother, passed away, still can't say it was the worst thing that happened to me, because on those moments to where you are completely hurt, exposed, damaged, and life seems like it's shitting on you, it also builds you up at the same time if you allow it.
Yeah.
And it's built me up, and it's allowed me to grow as a person, grow emotionally, grow mentally. It's taught me how to process things I may not like. That has turned into what the best thing that's ever happened to me is, because in return, I try to touch, share, and help people, and by letting them know who I am and what I've experienced too, so they know they're not, because a lot of people feel like they're by themselves, like nobody understands me. Yeah, I do. Like, I've been in a lot of like bad holes. I grew up poor. I grew up on government cheese. I grew up with no AC, no heat, sleeping on the hardwood floors, making pallets on the floor. I grew up with rats on the ground. Like, I grew up like that. So in poverty areas, like, I get it. Feeling like you by yourself, I get it. So I can't say it's the worst, but I can say it's the best, because in return, I've been able to meet some very great people that's influenced and touched my life, as well as have people whose lives I've touched that reach out to me and let me know that I've touched them. So it's been just a great thing about life, man. Like, it's beautiful to me.
Now, isn't it interesting that your life started in what would some perceived disaster, and somehow you're coming on the other side of being such an inspiration to others, right? So then walk me through, what does it mean to be an inspiration, man? And then how do you remain in a positive headspace when things are going wrong? And guys, I'm on the other side of this camera, and there's probably 5 hours of this that we could do, but I'll see him again, and we're not done. We got this is quite a bit more, but he knows the rules. Point is, let me stop and say thank you for reaching out and extending your trip an extra day.
Oh, yeah.
I tell everybody who I actually fuck with, well, if y'all get within 5:30 to me, you might as well come get some work done.
No doubt.
There's no reason for you to be in Dallas and not leverage being around me. That's crazy to me, right?
No doubt.
That is literally crazy.
Yeah.
So big ups to you, which just shows your character, and saying, you know what, I know for a fact I'll get something out of being around Trev, and I know for a fact, me personally, I get something out of being around you, and I'm always grateful, man. And I think someone says, well, I thought you only seen Richard like once. I was like, what? I said, man, I try to get down there and see him quarterly, man. You kidding me? Once ain't enough in no damn year. What the hell?
It really isn't.
I'm tight that we missed. I'm like, bro, man, I'm sitting up there, woo. But what does it mean to be such an inspiration, my friend?
It's a responsibility, Trev. Like, I feel obligated to be honest with you. I feel like it's my duty and my purpose in life and I don't look at it to be an inspiration. To a degree, I want to be able to share what I'm doing to let other people know that it's real, like that you're capable and and you're not alone. Like so if that's inspiration, then let it be inspiration. But I just want to share.
But let's make sure, and I want your perspective on this too, because while we're not alone, we also can't allow everybody in. And that's
a fact.
It sounds like it's a clear thing because in my mind, and I'm sure you have too, Richard, and I'm grateful to say the least, is most people that never know how good I am to people.
Yeah.
And what people, they like, oh, this dude is harsh and this. No, I've been there. Yeah. I've tried to make sure everybody was good. It didn't work because they didn't really want to be good.
No.
And good's the enemy of greatness. And if you think you're great, then you confuse.
Correct.
Because I'm just here to achieve excellence. And that's by embracing everything life's provided for me to be challenged. And then learn from my choices, my mistakes, me being better. So I love that you said that about even your, that's not the worst thing, because it's funny, the worst things shape us into becoming who we're supposed to be.
Correct.
And that's why
a lot of people miss that.
They miss it, man.
And they don't understand that. Like, it's like I said, it's so much easier to say, woe is me. It's so much easier to say life sucks. That's easy. That's easy.
Exactly, my friend. So when you say put these things into the universe, which goes back to your positive mentality for me, Richard, you say, man, life is bad. I'm like this. It could be worse.
Could be worse.
It could be worse. So what, outside of inspiring people, what's another part of your legacy that you want to leave, or something that you want to document or make sure it's out there on camera? Because Richard and I have had some super good conversations. Yeah. And I literally haven't had people that will answer, especially ones that look like me, do what they say they're going to do, be clear, be supportive, and welcome me with open arms, and not hang nothing over your head neither.
Yeah.
You go, wow, dude, that's a different Negro.
Yeah.
That Negro's a little different, and I'm grateful because I know how I am. So meaning just like, if I give you something, it's 100%, I'm all in.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna walk away. I wasn't looking for nothing after that. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. The first time we spoke, I said, here's your code. I said, oh, them Negroes don't need no code.
Yep, sure did.
I said, they just need to buy the food.
Yep, sure did.
Can you get a discount? The price is the price, man.
The price is the price. You said
I ain't never went to Walmart. Hey, you got any discounts on this raw food or all them Asian stores and stuff? The dogs got to be okay, No and doubt. If you have a place like yours who cares about the dogs, don't ask me for no deal, brother. The deal is the price is the price.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
and that was within the first instant of us speaking, man. So how do you manage your welfare when the world has not been so kind to you, your emotional welfare, even? Because I myself am working through trying to map my emotions. I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you angry. I know what makes me angry.
Yeah.
So I stay out of them situations.
Yeah.
I don't understand nervousness or joy or kindness or love or compassion or empathy. I don't understand none of them things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything that makes you happy, man?
Say anything that makes me happy. I think that's like one of my, I don't know if I'm going to call it Achilles heel or not, because I'm never satisfied, bro.
Insatiable.
And that's, if it's something that bothers me, internally, is that I'm never satisfied. Like, no matter how many goals I set, no matter, and I achieved a goal. And again, not being cocky, but I've won a lot. I've challenged myself a lot. I've taken the test. I've stepped up to the pump. I've stepped up to the plate. I've gotten on the goal line. I got underneath the weights. I've done a lot of stuff. I climbed the corporate ladder. I have a lot of wins. And when I think that by me accomplishing a certain goal, a certain task, and developing a certain skill set or ability was going to give me happiness, I was more disappointed that once I accomplished it and won and did it, won the medals, did all the stuff, that the happiness and the fulfillment inside wasn't there. Is disappointing. So
I said, Will Smith said two things, and one of the things he said when he first came to Instagram years ago now was that find people to fan your flame, right? the other thing that he said when the little white dude who asked, "Hey, can you tell me how you became rich?" Basically, he said, "I wish people could achieve their so-called dreams so they could realize it's not as what you think it is."
No, it isn't.
And isn't it crazy how you can do everything you set out to do and feel empty still?
Empty.
Which is why I had to ask about happiness and joy, because I don't know. I told Jamarcus this year, I said, hey, while you're watching me create and being a part of this success, try to find some joy in this, man, because I'm like you, Richard. I just know I'm good.
Yeah.
Like there's no script here, right?
No.
I can have a conversation with anybody and pull stuff out. That's one of my gifts, is communication.
Yep.
The other thing is I was taught, like you just said, you don't be cocky. I can, because if I choose to do something, it is so.
Correct.
That's how my brain works.
Yes, it's on.
If I said it, what do you mean, bro?
Yeah,
I said it, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. It's on. What you want to?
I would have said no.
Yeah.
If I said it, bro, let's go do it. I told you exactly what I was going to do.
Correct.
And I achieved it.
Yeah.
Did I get bored? We talked about that too.
And that's partly why I have so many hobbies and I've done so many things. And like I told you, I had a worm farm, I had a rabbit farm, I had a lawn service business. I've tried so much stuff and I've accomplished them. It's like the wins are empty to me as far as making me happy. And now you have me like really, really, really thinking like,
and I'm asking for my own sake, Richard. You guys that I look up to. I don't look up to a lot of people. And I would tell you, it is a thing where I love everything that he's doing. I love the fact that he's seen the world. I can't wait till I have some time to see the world myself. I'm at beginning stages of creating some wealth in terms of how I want to live the rest of my life. Just curious, wandering around, seeing what's going on, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But you're going to do that with work. So I'm like, man, 10 years from now, I'll roughly be Richard's age. Mm-hmm. And what I'm hearing is 10 years from now, if I don't find something that brings me joy or happiness or just
you're gonna feel like I feel. You're gonna feel like I feel.
It's that feeling I've had since 5.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's that feeling I've dealt with my whole life. And now, because life ain't as bad as it used to be, and I'm creating that space for people, including myself, to have joy, I'm like,
Trevor, it's like I said, man, it's weird because I was telling somebody the other day, like, as much as I've accomplished and as much as I've won, I'm used to winning. I've never been a loser. And when I think that I'm going to be satisfied and happy with my wins, I'm like, what's next?
yeah.
And I don't sit in that moment. Like, I don't think I have time to sit in that moment and pat myself on the back. No, you got something else you got to do. Like, get to the next thing.
Is that the lack of community and friendship and fellowship, though?
I can't say.
You got friends. I know you do.
Not really. Not really.
That part I know too, but think about it. Think about it. You know, Richard, you talked about, hey, when I get the boat, we go all go out a couple of days. But then you go think to yourself, to this, you go, man, where do we go to grow and just be amongst our peers, friends, and people who ain't gonna fuck us over?
That's it. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know where we go.
You get my point, though, right?
Let me know.
One of the things I've learned is I went on that fishing trip with Tim, and it was 17, almost 20 white guys, and I was only brother, and the color didn't matter because I was treated with respect, kindness, and they loved, I know everybody, especially now, but I said, man, these guys look forward to this one time a year where they go 31 miles down a river, we stay outside for 2 days, and they just fish. They do a little Bible exercise, we cook some food. One of the guys plays his guitars and sings, but it's probably, even for me now that I'm in a better headspace, really peaceful. And I'm like, damn.
It is.
Why our brothers ain't doing this?
Trev, you know I can get on that. You know I can get on that.
Go ahead, man.
Exposure, brother.
Oh.
Exposure. Like, it's certain things that as a black culture, we were not exposed to. So we just behind. I mean, and
friendship, kindness, disparity is one of the things that we're shown. So you basically, I got to eat what you eat and take from your cup. And you're like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
If we're all successful, we're all successful.
Yeah.
If I'm successful, you're successful. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, we can die on that one.
Yeah.
But man, I'm gonna tell you, it's frustrating.
Now, Richard, what do you think of that whiskey, man?
It's spot on, dude.
Now, what proof do you think that is?
Being that you asked me, that 110 pops in my head.
It's 133, buddy.
God knows. Wow. And it's so smooth. Is no
Nothing.
heat to it behind it at all. Like, that's smooth.
Guys, stay tuned as always, man. Keep it whiskey. Shout out to Richard for sitting down and pull it up some. Let me do like that. Boom. Shout out to Richard for sitting down and sharing part one of his story. Guys, this is just the beginning, man. Follow La Fundacion. Appreciate him sharing his story and being a part of our journey. That thing is overheated. It's got to cool off.